Hi, Dora. I know these little people can hear me. Good morning. Oh, she didn't shut her. Do y'all see this? Wait.
No, you gotta be kidding me. For real?
Oh, it looks pretty bad.
Really?
Thank you. I didn't really come up this morning. Because I figure, thank you, Doris. I figure if you can't be in place on time, you shouldn't be on here.
Wait,
So what am I bragging about?
The one time.
I figure if you cannot be in place on time, you might out of place.
Helping you.
Listen to this.
Helping you.
My cousin always said, what's the word for the day? Here is one. Out of place, lose your space.
Girl, you better slide that over. You doing too much. Good morning, Brandy. Good morning, Vera. Good morning, Diana.
Good morning.
Y'all doing too much.
Out of place, lose your space.
You know what? Whatever. Too done with you. Good morning. Welcome to Monday with the Moors. I'm Terrence.
Don't try to make up. I'm Cheryl. And don't try to make up. We are on time, people. Laugh on KU. Right. Girl, that's KU. Just Terrence and Cheryl. And do you see the cover up? See how it was unmasked? It was unmasked because I was helping her.
I was helping her. I was helping things get ready. And you know what? When we get ready, she just sachets herself into place. Everything is already done. I mean, the coffee and everything else. Don't act all.
Everything was just out, just late today. Except me. Down to the minute, I was in my seat.
All right, let's go ahead and get started before
the Lord. Monday morning with the Moors.
Before the Lord strikes someone down, strikes the prophet. My God.
Hey, let's start with life updates.
Morning, James. Morning, Brandy.
So,
Wendy.
Life updates. It was an amazing weekend. Of course, we went to church. Hey, we did not, for the first time in history of so many years, we didn't make it to Strawberry. My family from South Carolina, this city is well known for all of the festivals. I cannot believe we missed Strawberry.
First time in a gazillion years.
Right. Diana was telling me about it yesterday, but we also never miss any jazz festivals. And she said that they went to a great, amazing jazz festival. They usually do Garfield Days and that type of thing.
Hey, Frenchie.
So anybody in the Milwaukee area know of any great
Brandy,
jazz?
Now I don't feel bad, Brandy, that if you missed it,
you missed it.
I know. Here. See, I know that everything is. I know something happened now in the cosmos and in the heavens. Brandy, if you missed it, I know something happened.
So we went to Greek Fest, which was really cool.
Morning, cuz.
We're up in age, believe it or not. So we take our.
She's up in age. I'm young.
Really, really. Good morning, dear. Glad you made it home. Just really taking advantage my tour. So I am looking for. We are blues people, jazz, blues.
Yeah, I love it all.
Old school sounds. So if you hear anything, can you hit us up, inbox us, or text us, or if you
have gas, we'll travel.
Have gas, we'll travel. So those are the sounds that we love.
The benefits of not having little kids.
I need to hear something I can understand. It's new day stuff here. It's like another new tongue.
Don't let us talk about no hip hop, the mumble rap. That's a different kind of tongues altogether.
TJ and Josh breaks it down for us. Yes, that's
I don't
old
think even
school.
that,
Give me something
I
can understand. Hey, I need something that gives clarity.
Okay, Miss Clarity.
So anyway, you had a great time. I again ended up ministering on yesterday in the middle of an unmarked series of olive oil and the seriousness dealing with relationships.
That word yesterday you dropped yesterday.
So
I mean, everybody had the benefit of seeing it.
I know the Ostap has it.
That's right. It was right. That's right.
I think we missed that.
Yeah, that usually
Mother's Day.
Yeah, right around Mother's Day was around our anniversary. That's when we saw. But anyway, but Cheryl dropped this word yesterday. Jesus Christ to the Nazareth, to the Milwaukee, to Canada, because I wasn't, with the flight and everything else, I didn't get a chance to really experience it. But, our media person had the recording and I was able to watch it. Good God. And then being there yesterday, I took those. I'm like, God. That is the revelation that came out of that is extraordinary.
So we're in the middle of that, and hey, everybody! Somebody type the word Saturday in the chat box.
Oh yeah, yes,
that's right, yes. Diana. Relationship, reputation, responsibility.
Yes.
Chat. Somebody say Saturday.
That's right. Very excited about this.
Yeah. Hey, Kashonda is the winner. Yay! You have just won the grand prize. Hey.
Oh, Brandy. Oh,
sorry, Brandy.
Hey, but that's the first on my line.
Oh, no, it's just one winner.
No, but you have to deal with technology. So hey, Brandy on my line. So hey,
anybody knows?
You can't leave out my people.
I am a prophetic writer. So because this is for Saturday, Summer Saturday for singles, I will write a personal prophetic prayer for your relationship.
So
anybody knows me is gonna come to pass.
Congratulations, Brandy and Kashonda.
Right, congratulations.
A prophetic prayer is coming your way. We'll inbox us. She'll inbox. That's the heavy prophetic one. I visit the office every now and then.
Yes.
So Summer Saturdays for the singles. We are excited about that. This is something that we had been talking about for a while, but we actually expressed it in how we're going to do this, and we realized that for our ministry, that we really attract a lot of singles.
Welcome, Randy.
We really attract a lot of singles.
We do. We attract singles,
and we're doing a different type of single ministry where that is really going to focus on education, entrepreneurship, finance, spiritual development,
and relationships.
A little bit of relationship.
Yeah. So just living your a great best life while you're single, and the feet. Thinking God called us only to families because we are a holistic family, but why, branch out? Other people, our oil draws those who desire to be surrounded and supported by a strong marriage. Our marriage is not perfect, but it is powerful. And we realize that, we accept that.
And we tell it all.
We tell it, we move
into it. We
ain't got
time for all that fluffness.
We have been honored and privileged to counsel and to give guidance to some of the greatest individuals, well-known that over the years, and continue to do so. And decided that we
quite a few ministry leaders,
and just very excited about the opportunity to serve in a greater capacity to those that want to be empowered. By coupled people.
Right.
So this Saturday, join us. We are going to be hitting up different locations to support small local businesses.
Right.
We're not interested in franchises. Well, we're interested in small local businesses and hopefully being a blessing to your business as well. We will be at Sherman Phoenix.
That's right, Sherman Phoenix on Saturday at 10 o'clock.
At 10 a.m.
And anybody, we are going live, of course, but most importantly, if you're going to be there, my only requirement is that you really patronize the vendors there. We patronize the vendors. You're not going to just sit there and just chill and listen to us or ask questions or whatever the case is. No, you need to patronize those vendors, because that is a phenomenal, great financial entrepreneurial opportunity that came out of the ashes, as the name, a place that was just really burned to the ground. But entrepreneurship came out of the ashes, and we want to make sure that we support our local small businesses.
Right. Our first session, we planned it for about an hour, open up Q&A. To start with, written down, and then we'll go.
I want my funky fresh spring rolls.
Your black lemonade, yes. So I'm very excited about it because it gives us a personal opportunity for individuals to sit down with us in our presence, not being your pastors, but being coupled people.
See, it seems like it's so mechanical. Coupled. We're coupled.
Coupled people. And just really doing an intake and asking questions and connecting and just ministering to those who have the status of single. Doesn't mean that you're solo in life. Single is a designated marital status only.
Right.
And not just, asking questions. And then we'll start, and we do plan on having a conference next winter, and just looking forward to that. That's our niche.
Yeah.
That's one of our draws. And with men and women, our small groups have been the most powerful in the venues in which we have been privileged to serve. And that's what we're going to do.
So we're excited about it. We're loving
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, meet us there, Sherman,
no charge,
Phoenix.
No offering. We just want you to patronize the business.
Our small businesses, absolutely.
And the local Milwaukee area. And we have someone in our media that does our media at church. She does a tremendous job. And
she already harassed me yesterday. We need to upgrade. Again, ever since convocation, these two people of Terrence Jr. and Olivia have been harassing me. We need to upgrade. And again, all I hear was dollar signs. All I heard was dollar signs. And I mean, Olivia said, I'm off on Thursday, and we going to, wait a minute now, hold on. And she kind of convinced me just a tad bit.
Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Shati. So we've got about how many minutes left to do our story?
Okay. Oh, wow.
Back to
that
the
was
story.
Quick.
You were late.
Don't you start.
I wish Olivia the time.
Woman,
don't
you start. There she go. There she go. There's too much coffee in there. I should have made that a little bit weaker.
So last week we talked about Terrence's triumph over cancer as a part of our journey in our marriage, in our family, in our relationship.
Yeah, we just kind of fast forward that a little bit.
Fast forwarded that. But the end of the story was when the little girl came up and said heaven was at our wedding.
Yeah.
But then the back end, it was a beautiful day. And then our honeymoon, we actually went to ATL. We went to Atlanta. And honestly, it was twofold. One, we could drive there because we had planned on flying away. But our finances didn't work that way. We had to designate another area. So we decided to spend a week in and a store there that I absolutely adore.
See, I found that out on the back end. I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, and I've been to Atlanta before. And she was like, and then I really find out why the strong push to Atlanta was because there's several shoe stores.
No.
And we spent...
Not several shoe stores, guys. It's one shoe store. And I still patronize. Look at me doing my hair.
How do you mean one?
Wait, Diana and Doris, so my hair look fine. It's one shoe store, and I'm on their email list. I get updates from them like every other week. And
mysterious packages.
All these 20 plus years of marriage later.
Mysterious packages.
Call them what you want. They're gifts from God.
Yeah. He used the postal service and the shoe store for that one.
We were talking. This is not for everyone. One of the things that on our tubing, we have our choice. Share this. And
definitely
follow us on
share
YouTube.
This. Share this.
So let me tell you, one of the things I came from a family that was
don't encourage her.
Very, very stable. Say so, daughter. Very stable. And grew up in what we would call a middle class family, and Terrence did as well. And when we got married, the bottom fell out immediately. And when I say immediately, we had extended ourselves, not understanding when the two come together. And this is not just a principle in marriage. It's a principle of relationships, endeavors, partnerships, entrepreneurial partnerships. There has to be a balancing, and that balance is brought forth not through increase, but decrease. That equilibrium is very hard to create, because I came with my own value system, my own lifestyle, my own behaviors of
Spending.
frequenting retail therapy. And
she went to therapy often.
And then Terrence didn't get it. He just didn't get it, ladies. He didn't get, thank you. Right, y'all can laugh. You should laugh because it's serious. I almost thought he needed to go to counseling.
No.
So I'm like, I don't know how you can't get it.
After her therapy sessions, I needed therapy.
So anyway.
Because I didn't want to end her financial life.
Let me tell you what happened.
Have to 4-season therapy sessions.
Was it 4 seasons?
Even if she had clothes that she did not wear last year, it was imperative to her that she go through her therapy sessions every season, every year. Cheryl, you didn't even, where's this? You didn't even, well, that was last year.
We're talking about
last year.
Wait.
And you haven't worn it? How does that work? That doesn't make any sense. I don't go shopping that much.
Nobody's interested in your emotions.
Oh my gosh. And I need,
so let me tell you.
I need some stuff right now.
So it was, it was irritating, frustrating, because you have two people with two different idea system, value system, belief system, and two different ideas of what happily ever after looks like. It is a good day to start that, Doris. You do that.
Oh my gosh.
So you have to really
I'm gonna call my man today. I'm inboxing him today.
When people start jumping out of relationships. Now, if it's an abusive relationship when you're in partnerships, when you are in, you have friends that are good friends, and you go through thick and thin, and you've made a commitment, you've made vows.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important to look at, and realize and face that you're going to have to go through some very unstable waters, some very rough currents in order to get to a flow of currency. And that's where we were. I remember,
and that did not.
How I told the story, ended up leaving USC. If I didn't, I would have never met Terrence. We would have never been centralized in the area
of education.
But at the same token, the reason I got home is because I botched up my finances.
She didn't catch it the first time.
I didn't catch it the first time, and brought that same bad behavior into our marriage. So
it does not change after I do.
Change after I do, and I think you have to love a person and realize that you're committed to a cause or to endeavor beyond the flaws. Commit to the cause beyond the flaws.
And look here, when it came to finances, she had a lot of flaws.
I did.
Yes, she did.
Because I told my mom and dad what I wanted, and
they provided.
Not instantaneously, but it was provided.
It was provided. She had a problem with my no.
Especially when it's not sanctioned. And
when it came to shopping, she had a problem with my no.
And you know what else?
You're doing too much.
You know what else I had a problem with? Hearing a male voice outside of my father's voice.
Oh my gosh.
That was surreal.
And if she's going to hear my voice that's like her father's voice, the father's voice was yes. And that wasn't happening. No. So one, I didn't, she wasn't used to hearing a voice outside of her father's voice. And two, if she decided to hear my voice, it had to be like her father's voice of yes and approval and whatever.
Well,
the firstborn spoiled one says.
The other thing is the way the relationship was going when we were dating was not the way the marriage was falling in place. And you get that, Terrence?
Yeah.
So, like, you guys who have been following the Monday with the Moors in the story, if I'm kicking and screaming and he's patient and he's quiet, and the whole time he is saying no to some of my outbursts. He's saying no to, okay, I'm not focusing on Cheryl's emotion that the wedding is off, or I'm not focusing on this. He's focused like that. In essence, it's a formation of, no, I'm not giving in to what you're saying.
Right.
I did not recognize that. And that comes out of time and relationship and maturity. You know, we both came into our relationship in our married space with immaturities, but it's interesting because you have to be patient with someone who's going to be the head of the house as they grow into that maturity as well.
Oh, I wasn't really fully ready for that one either.
No, he wasn't fully ready, and I wasn't fully ready. And through that, I think we were saying last week how the lights got turned off. We knew the bill and the stupidity of us and the pride. We knew the bill was coming. It was $75.
Right.
We didn't have it, and we just foolishly thought God was going to magically do something.
Because we paid our tithes.
Because we paid our tithes. And okay, yeah, but the bottom line is
you got to pay the people. It's like the Lord, like, oh yeah, that's wonderful, and that is so crazy. Like she said last week, we had the money, and now you also to keep things in perspective as well. Both of us came from our parents' house.
Right.
So we didn't do the whole shacking thing.
We didn't
do the whole shacking thing.
I had no clue of living on my own. We came out of those dwellings.
I never really lived on my own.
So
because
campus. I mean, I did too when you're a college student.
Yep.
That doesn't mean,
When I came back home, I came home back. I came back home with a baby.
Look, the lights are rolled. The light and the water and stuff are rolled into tuition. It's not. It's not a separate category.
Yeah. And we see it, and everything is.
And we had to really face the sting of that
in the dark. And we ain't telling nobody.
Well, eventually we had to remember. Okay, I'm gonna say this. We gotta go.
Oh yeah.
So okay, I was. I think I went when Terrence got home before.
That was a huge financial shock.
He said, Cheryl.
You can laugh. You can laugh about it now.
Probably our dumbest Monday morning life. Okay, all
truthful though.
Right, because when you go
like it's a vacation, like it's a retreat or something.
Right, like college is a retreat.
We paid our rent and everything. No one's gonna win.
The rent.
In our 20s, okay.
So let me tell you, it was, and then we were staying in a townhome we couldn't afford.
Right.
Yes, we were approved for
it. Looked great on paper.
And we bought new furniture, and
it looked great on paper.
Immense, I mean, a plethora of wedding gifts and money,
right,
and things like that. But it didn't sustain us past the first 90 days. The
first 60 days.
So let me tell you,
because she was more expensive than I thought. I think her father hid a lot of the receipts that's attached to his daughter. But I digress.
Let me tell you about this lights being off. So, Cheryl, he called me at work because we didn't have cell phones. We're aging ourselves. Cheryl, I'm at home. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on my way. Cheryl. I hear you. Okay, get up. The lights are off. Well, turn them on. I didn't even get it. No, turn them on. I was like, he goes, Cheryl, dear, babe, oh, baby, I'm telling you, they're off. I'm like, did you pay them? With what?
Like the money came out of nowhere. Like the money comes out of nowhere.
Oh, and wait. And you talking stupid to me and the lights off. You know what I said? I'm going to my mom and daddy.
I said, girl, you better bring
and
your
black
behind here. Behind was not the word I used.
You better come. You're not
black ass. Ask me no questions.
And then, look. Oh, yeah. From the wedding story, you already know how I am. Oh, yeah. Click. Here's Mr. Click. Good night.
That bring you behind home.
You're night.
Because you're the reason why the lights off with your shopping issues.
No, I was not the reason. Wow.
You were part of the reasons with your mysterious bags that came in. And okay, I know we got to end this real quick. No, let me tell you.
End the
Let me
lie.
tell-
Like a lie.
Girl, okay, I'm gonna jog your memory right now. All right, so on the upstairs there was we still have storage, right? We had storage, with like a small storage room under the stairs, going to the stairs.
Okay.
So I go in there. I was looking for something, right? And then I'm like, where's this bags come from? And I'm like, where does
Wasn't that bad, Terrence?
where does
That
bags
stuff
come
on
from?
sale.
So I'm going, okay, why are these bags out? Because I already knew she had already all the stuff has been moved in. I'm like, and I already know what's here and everything else. Where these bags come from? This woman done went and shopped. The bad thing about it, because she's always been, she's always been truthful, except with the shopping part during that time. The receipts are in the bag. I'm like, that's light. That's the light bill right there. That's the light bill. And then she talked about what? I had to go shopping. I needed clothes. Girl, look behind all of the bags that you have, and it's full of clothes. Them boxes full of clothes. You didn't need. Go with your dad. Go home, and all them boxes of clothes with the receipts were going right with you. But she came home. We had to face the reality that whether it was on sale or not, money doesn't come out of trees, and it doesn't appear out of your receipts.
We learned lessons,
and it was a mental shift. It was a mental shift. Absolutely.
Whether it's money or another vice area of life, it's always a mind shift when there's movement. And there was movement in our marital status.
And we had talked about stuff like that.
We talk about that Saturday. You can't and prepare yourself, because the mind come back past the tear. The flashback was real.
Lord.
The mind shift does not occur prior. It's an active state. And until that status, whether you are single or whether you are having partnered in a business, you're not employed, there is going to be an active state. And in that active state, there's a mind shift.
Very
and you
true.
Can't prepare for it.
No.
You can
at least you could talk about it.
Talk about it. It's not money. Is not what everybody's seeing. It could be a blended family.
Right.
It can be one person coming in a health. It is mind shift. And in that, it's an automatic collision. That's what I deem it. It's always going to collide. Right. And those things that are strong enough remain, and they survive the collision, because there is going to be a collision. Listen, we got to go. Yeah. We're way over time. Yeah.
But one of the things I want to tell you right before we leave is the fact that a lot of the things that we dealt with in the marriage immediately, we had discussions about that. We had, those transparent discussions.
We did. We went through extensive counseling.
Right. We did the counseling, definitely. We would
seminars and everything.
And even though I was aware of her spending and everything like that, when the two becomes one, and it's like now it's in the house, it is now ingrained in part of the lifestyle. That's a whole different animal. We've talked about, even with my child, being a part of that is a whole different animal when it's actually, this is real now.
Right.
The conversation is real.
Next week we'll talk about the fact that one of the things that we had to face in our reality, finances and not having good money management had already been my vice. That was my struggle coming into our marriage.
And money management was not my struggle.
An issue.
I always
credit, charging cards. That was, and I'm being very transparent because I'm praying it helps somebody. It was my struggle. Whatever your struggle is going into the relationship does not disappear because you have a counterpart.
Right.
That struggle then intensifies, and it becomes a greater challenge into that connection.
Exactly.
And that's whatever your struggle is. And we will talk about, his family is very, very conservative, don't communicate. Those struggles all came into what we vowed to stay in. And we had to, you have to deal with in the stripping away and peeling away of the struggle, that the two really become one. It's pronounced but it yet not has manifest. The
Right.
two shall become one. It's pronounced, but it does not mean it's in full manifestation.
And after
Man
I do
and wife
that,
is something you learn. You have to grow
husband
and
and wife,
evolve into.
jeez.
That pronunciation gives it the affirmation and the privilege to manifest. That's
Right.
what it does. The marriage
that's
gives
good.
it the
That is good.
affirmation and
That's true.
privilege to manifest. But it's not yet that you have to be patient and grow as into whatever it is. That's whether it's your business partner or whether or not it's your mate. We are way over
Yep.
time. We shouldn't even do next Monday because we did 2 Mondays in a row.
Oh no, we got
30
it.
minutes. That's 2 Mondays.
Okay, we have to head out, but we pray that you all have a blessed day, and congratulations again, Brandy and Tashawn. You will have your prophetic prayer. Come on in. Thank you for those who joined us during the live. Make sure, please share this on your Facebook platforms. Again, we have this also on YouTube under Terrence and Cheryl, Terrence and Cheryl Moore, and definitely, please spread the word about Saturday. We have already
Summer Saturday for singles. See you
That's
at Sherman Phoenix.
Sherman Phoenix at 10 a.m. And again, make sure that if you're going to be there live, you make sure that you patronize our small business owners there at Sherman Phoenix.
Bye.
Love you all. Take care. Why don't you just pray us out?
Father,
You might have a financial prayer.
Everyone on today, we pray for powerful manifestation of your glory, your authority, and your anointing for our streamers on today, God. Let there be a stream of resource, a stream of energy, and a stream, God, of momentum to move forward to the future. In the future endeavor, the future fruit, and the future promises that you have deemed and invested in them. Come forth and move forward in Jesus' name.
Amen. We pray that you all have a wonderful and phenomenal, blessed week. And we just know that this is going to be a great week again. Join us on our Tuesday morning prayer line and Saturday morning.
Saturday for the singles. See you Saturday.
Peace.